everyone, Tina here. I am so happy to share with you another 5 easy step card. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks so much for joining me. Well, today we're using 2 Spellbinders Club kits. We have a Stamp and Die of the Month Club kit called Send and Seal. And then we also have a Stencil of the Month Club kit called Airmail. The stencil creates a background of letters, and then it also creates like a postage outline for A2 cards. Super fun. We're going to create a card with this, and actually we're going to create 2 cards. So I'll finish one 5-step card, and then at the end I'll speed up the video and share another quick and easy card in 5 easy steps too. So you get 2 for 1 today using 2 Spellbinders Club kits. So we're going to jump in and get started. First off, we're going to start with step number 1, which is creating our focal point. And we're going to create some letters. So that means we need to do some stamping. I have my stamping positioner ready to go. And this image is just one, but it creates a whole bunch of letters here. I have some cardstock in here. We are going to stamp this. We're going to stamp this piece here 4 times. And I'm going to show you all the letters and packages that it creates. I'm using Memento because we're going to add some coloring with Copic markers. But the coloring today is super duper easy. So you see all the letters and packages. Now the dies don't cut out all of these. I'm going to show you which ones the dies will cut out. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 greetings. How many greetings are in here? There's 8 greetings in here. I don't think, the only one that this doesn't die cut out is this one, and I think it's because it's blocked off. Okay, but the rest have a die that you can cut them out with. Now I'm going to color in with just 2 markers, and really all you need is a light and a dark. Go through your markers, pick out a light pink, dark pink, a light yellow, dark yellow, a light green, dark green, and a light teal, dark teal. Okay, I'm going to show you how to color one, and then, because it's kind of redundant, and then I'll do the rest off of camera. Okay, let's color in with we'll do the teal. So I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to share with you which items have coordinating dies. The little tag here, this little envelope does too, the larger one. My coloring is going to be really basic today. It does cut out the airplane here. And it does cut out this letter. It cuts out this envelope. And then it cuts out this one. And then it also cuts out this one. Ooh. And I didn't mean to go over my paper. Let me get I didn't mean to go over my paper. Kind of went a little crazy. Hang on. I'm going to use my colorless blender and remove that color. Hopefully that will work when it dries. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So those are all the images that our dies will cut out on here, okay? But I'm going to color in a couple more today. I'm going to color in this envelope because it's going to be really easy to cut out. They're just straight line cuts. Okay, and then I'm also going to color in this piece here, because this will be a straight line cut for me too. Very easy. So these 2 do not have a coordinating die, but they're going to be really easy to cut out. I'm going to take my darker, and I'm just going to do some quick highlighting just to add a little extra color. This doesn't take any time at all. And I chose some bright colors. Okay, and that is all there is to that. I'm going to go ahead and die cut out my images here. And then of course these two I'm going to fussy cut out. Let's go ahead and just line all of these up. And then off camera I will do a little extra coloring with the rest of these colors here, just to save a little bit of time. Okay, and it looks like I have to cut these 5 first, and then I'll go back in with my airplane and this envelope and cut out this one and this one, and then I'll fussy cut out these 2. Okay, so I have a little bit of coloring to do, a little bit of die cutting to do. I'll do that, and then we're gonna create a fun focal point. All my die cutting is die cut out, and then I also cut out some circles using my everlasting circles here. I took one of the dies and I cut out a whole circle. This one here, I put it in the corner like this, and I ran it through my die cut machine. This one here, I kind of put it off the edge, and then I cut this out. I thought maybe we'd just make a little circle cluster with these. Now I went with a color theme. Okay, I picked 3 envelopes and letters for this one, and then threw in a 4th that was a pink. The same thing with the yellow, and then the same thing with the green. I have a little bit of pink in each one of these. Okay, and then we have tons left over. So much. And I didn't use the airplane. I decided not to use the airplane. And then again, these were the ones that we just fussy cut out. They were super easy with the scissors to fussy cut out. Okay, we'll put these to the side. We're going to actually use these on our bonus card. We'll put this to the side. Now I'm going to pop these up with some foam tape. My green one's done also, so we'll just go ahead and add this. And that's going to be our focal point. Pretty fun, pretty easy. Now we're going to move along to step number 2, which is creating our home panel. Step number 2 is really easy. I have 2 pieces of cardstock. I have Spellbinders Peridot, and then I have Spellbinders Seaside. I've been loving the new colors of Spellbinders cardstocks. And then we are just going to layer these both together. We're basically going to mat the Seaside on the green. And I don't know the sizes, so I will tell you. The Peridot is 3 1/4 inches wide by 4 1/2 inches tall. The Seaside is 3 inches wide by 4 1/4 inches tall. Okay, and then this will be our home panel. Keeping it really clean today. I'm going to take my little focal point, and then we're going to add this. I'm going to layer this in the corner of my Seaside, so I could still see the Peridot here. And then I will add this one, and again I'm going to line this one up along the Seaside, and then I will add this one. I've been using a lot of circles lately. I've just been on a circle craze. This one I think I'm going to pop up with foam tape because it's overlapping on these 2. So I need to add a couple pieces of foam tape here. And then we can remove the release paper. And we will add these. So we have home panel, focal point. Now we're going to stamp our greeting. Let's take our stamp set. And for this card, I like so many fun little sentiments. I think snail mail hugs coming your way. I think that's really cute. And I'm going to bring in some white cardstock. Since I have Memento on my desk, I'm just going to stamp it with my Memento. And then we'll take the coordinating die and we will cut this out. And there's our greeting. We're going to go ahead and add this. I'm going to add it across the bottom here. I put foam tape on one side because this one's overhanging. And that's our greeting. We're going to move along to step number 4, which is creating our background. This is where our stencil will come in. We're going to use the postage mark here. Okay, and rather than just using traditional postage mark, I thought we'd use 2 pinks. Okay, I have a light and a dark pink ink, and I'm going to bring in my grip mat here. Okay, I have my grip mat, and it's a mess, just a warning. And then we're going to stencil directly on our card base. So I'm going to take my top folding card base, just to make it easier and flat. I'm going to line it up here, and then I'm going to mask off the top. My first stencil, this is the one that doesn't have the dots in it. The dots here are actually for the seals of our letters. Let me show you. Here, you see the dots for the seals. We're not too concerned about that. We just want to create a border. And with this one, we're going to use a dark pink. We're just going to ink this up, and we're going to add a dark ink. Going non-traditional here. Cleans up really well. So that's stencil 1. I'm going to go ahead and add my next stencil. For this one, I'm bringing in a lighter ink, and I'm going to lightly go over here. That's all there is to that one. And then we will wipe this off. And we'll take a look. And that's, if I get a couple of those sealed polka dots in my background, it's not going to bother me. If it bothers you guys, you could always mask off those little polka dots. But it's fine for me. And that's our background. Okay. After we have this done, we're going to go ahead and take our home panel, and I'm going to layer it right in the middle. I just think this looks so bright and cheery. Perfect for springtime, I think. I'm just in those springtime colors. Now it's time for step number 5, which means it's time to embellish. So I have 3 different gems that coordinate with the colors that I use, but I didn't choose pink. I just chose a green, a teal, and then a yellow, kind of, sort of. This is aquamarine. Spellbinders does have a teal, but it's a little too dark. And then this is Aura, which is not really yellow, but it's close to yellow. It has a really yellow tone to it. I'm just going to add a few gems in each of the sections, and to add a little extra sparkle. Now, you could do and now the next thing that I'm doing, you could do with Spellbinders Glaze and Glue, or just so I don't have to have any drying time, I'm going to be using some Spellbinders Dimensional Dots. These are clear, see-through. I don't know if Spellbinders has these or not. But again, a substitute would be using a Glaze and Glue. But I'm going to, you see the seals here? Just adding that little seal makes it stand out so much. They're a little hard to pick up. They're hard to pick up with my little wax tool. Then we can add one to this one. And then that will finish off that card. Just those little enamel dots, or even a little glaze and glue in the center of those seals, makes a whole big difference. So that's that card. We're going to jump in to our next 5-step card. For this card, my focal point will be making a wreath of letters. So I'm bringing in some small foam squares, and we're just going to add letters all around this circle. Since we have 4 colors, I'm going to start with 4 foam squares, and we're just going to layer first 4 colors on here. We have pink here, then we have yellow, and then I'll add 4 more. That's my focal point for this card. Didn't take any time at all. That's what the back looks like. Okay, next we're going to move along to our home panel. Home panel is going to be real simple. I just die cut out a piece of vellum with that same die set. And I lost the tag. We'll have to fix that. All I'm going to do is take this and put it on here. And then I need to add a little glue because I lost the tag. I don't know where I had it. Maybe that's a good spot. So we have our focal point and our home panel. Now it's time to work on our sentiment. Make it fast and easy. I already stamped it. I used a greeting that says that just a friendly reminder, someone is thinking of you. I did pop this up with foam tape, so I'm going to remove the release paper. This is going to go straight across the middle of, and now we're going to move along to our background. Background's going to take a little bit longer. Now I'm going to play a little bit of music for this background. The colors of inks that I'm using are for PINKFRESH Studio. I tried to pick colors that match this. Okay, but I'm going to do a little inking, and I'm going light and dark, you'll notice. But when I'm done, I'll catch you back. And that's all there is to that. A fun rainbow background. Didn't take any time at all. And all I did was use 1 ink per color, but you just, depending on how much ink you put on it, you can create shading. Lovely. I'm going to take this, put my background directly on the front of my card base. Then I'll take my home panel with my focal point, and we're just going to stick this right in the middle. Now it's time to add the embellishments, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the first card. We're just going to add some seals. And also we're going to add a few of the smaller gems here. And I like to put them on the coordinating colors just because I don't want to take away from my design here. For this card, I'm going to bring in some of my pink gems, and we're going to add a few pink ones to this card. And that is card number 2. Super fun! So those are the cards that I made today in 5 easy steps using a couple of Spellbinders Club kits. I'll be back pretty soon with the Spellbinders Large Dive of the Month Club kit in the embossing folder, so keep a lookout for that video. I hope you enjoyed my projects. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I have 2 more videos that you guys might be interested here. If you guys are new and like the content that you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way for future videos, be notified. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It sure does help the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.